Glasses on.
Oh my gosh. Live.
Oh, I just said no glasses, no hat. And he's going to get a hat. Why?
Good. I like it.
Oh, I like his hair.
Am I bald?
I still like his hair. Good morning.
Good morning. It's going to be a week in review with Jaime and Sara, so we're going to go ahead and get this thing started.
Hi.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Shannon. How are you? Welcome to Live with Bottleneck Special Edition, a week in review. Sara, do you want to?
This is Jaime and I'm Sara.
Yeah, she's Sara and I'm Jaime. And
And
today,
the grass is greener.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay, so do tell me why you came up with that title. See,
So
he
I-
comes with the titles every week.
no, she does.
No, I don't.
That's why. So I heard from some company. It was a relatively big company, but somebody told me about this company. They have a policy called the grass is greener policy. I thought, that was interesting. What is the grass is greener policy? Well, basically what it is, if you guys know that saying, the grass is greener, have you ever heard of it?
Yes.
Okay. Grass is greener meaning that it like you leave where you're at to go somewhere else thinking it's going to be better, and it turns out to be like, it's kind of the same thing, or it's worse, or you're expecting something totally different and new and stuff. And so this company has this grass is greener policy, meaning that if you're not happy, go away and try something else at a competitor or something for 30 days. If you want to come back, you still have your job.
Oh, wow.
And I thought that was pretty cool because it gives people an opportunity to grow, or to say, they feel confident in knowing that they can do this without burning a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was really interesting. But so I think we could implement something like that here. It's just kind of a neat little thing. And just because something on the outside looks really, really, really good doesn't necessarily mean it's good on the inside. And also, if you're thinking about leaving your whatever it is that you're doing now, maybe take some time and reconsider what it is that you're doing, and maybe see if there's a way to adjust your role, to adjust your personality, to adjust something to make it fit, to make it work, to get more experience. And I don't know, it's just I just want to remind everybody a little bit about grass is greener. What do you have to say about grass is greener?
It reminds me of relocation therapy, which never works. That's people, they're like, I'm going to move here and I'll be happy here. No, you got to work on you. So I like that. So he's allowing them to work on them to see if in fact it's the culture or it's themselves.
Yeah. And it totally could be.
That.
It totally could be. You could leave an organization and go somewhere else and go, oh my gosh, this is awesome. You could be, oh, this stinks.
Yep.
And that happened to me when I worked in corporate America. I went from one company to one of its competitors, and I lasted another 6-8 months. Like, it was maybe a year.
You hated it.
I didn't like it.
Yep.
I thought, oh man, it'd be all exciting, and it was the same thing.
Yep.
So
just decorated a little differently.
Definitely. Well, Sara and I would like to invite you to look at our new website, Bottleneck.Online, next week, because it's being migrated right now. You need to send us an email, please do. You can find us on Facebook and LinkedIn and Bottleneck TV, Bottleneck.Online/TV. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. Of course, we have my book. And of course, we have the partnership program. already heard about that. Let's go ahead and get into the topic at hand. By the way, I am an author. QuitRepeatingYourself.com. Go there and check it out. Find out a little bit more about how businesses are using systems and processes to build their business the right way. And today, if you didn't tune in last week, we added a new segment, and that new segment is Quit Repeating Yourself. And today, for any participation, I'm going to be sending out a free copy of my book. If you would like, you just have to comment or let me know. Send us an email and say, hey, I'd like a free copy of your book. First person to do that, get a free copy of Quit Repeating Yourself. And I'll even autograph it.
Probably not like mine is, but.
All right, so let's hop into this. What happened this week? What happened this week?
I burned my eye with habanero sauce.
Oh my gosh. Yes, we had tacos yesterday.
And I said, do you have any jalapenos to add to that? And he goes, no, we had some hot sauce. I said, perfect.
Special sauce, he said.
Special sauce.
We're like, ooh.
So I didn't even try it. And Jamie put some on his taco. And I look at him and he's dying, literally dying.
Yeah, this should have come with a warning. Like, hey guys,
so
this is really
spicy. So he put the
spicy.
taco on my plate and I'm like, oh. So it was hot, but I ate it. But I got it on my finger. And my eye itched a little bit. And all of a sudden my eye was like, I can't open it. It was terrible.
Yeah. Oh, Shannon said she would love one.
Woo-hoo!
Done. Shannon's the winner. She's getting a copy. Okay, so cool. Yeah, so that was painful. So that's one thing that happened this week. We know, but the tacos at the street taco car were great. I went and got embroidery done, and they gave me this test sample. Can you see that? I thought it turned out really good.
Yep.
So this local embroiderer did the thing, and I thought it turned out great. So
yeah, Missouri embroidery.
Yeah, Missouri embroidery. That's right. So they're going to be helping us out. That's pretty cool. And pretty soon I'll have a little shirt that'll have a B on it.
Yeah, and thanks to Star D Transport for hooking us up with them.
That's right.
That would be my sister and brother-in-law.
Yeah. Other than that, this week we had some great meetings. Really good meetings with some amazing companies looking for our services. And so that was pretty exciting to have so much going on. We actually brought on 2 new clients, so we're really excited about that. And next month's pretty exciting. We're trying to make a move. We're trying to bring on 20 new clients next month. So that's a big objective. Hold me accountable. Keep my hand to the fire there, because I want to make sure that I stay on this, and I want to put it out into the world so that it's something that instead of becoming a wish becomes reality. So began the migration effort with the website, which is interesting. Thank you, Shannon. She says, awesome, congrats. And so that migration process is happening now. We had some challenges in the database end of it, so we're figuring that stuff out, technical stuff. But I like sharing some of the details because this is what people go through. So if we find some way of overcoming that challenge, we want to share it with you. And if we don't know what it is, maybe you can help us out and give us an idea. We did some additional training with some of our internal team. We went through our entire process, meaning our director of operation, Raina, and I went through our entire process with a potential partner. And what they're going to do is they wanted to find, they were vetting us. And so they were challenging us with questions, and not necessarily challenging us, but just asking questions. They wanted to know on a deeper level what it was that we do and how our process is delivered and all of that kind of stuff. So we went through everything. We showed them our organizational chart. And when they saw that, they saw the different departments working together. And then we showed them our workflow manual. We showed them how a typical workflow is put together, and how our distant assistants extract that information from our clients in order to do this kind of stuff. So it was really cool to be able to see that process kind of in completion and to share it. Yeah, it was really
That's
neat.
pretty cool. Is it all documented that you did with them?
Yeah. No, we did not record that, and we really should have.
You really should have.
Yeah, we really should have recorded that call because it was.
They want to do a do-over?
Yeah, but it took about an hour.
Yeah.
And they asked a ton of good questions. Yeah. Note to self: record this stuff, and you'll see in my epilogue in "Quit Repeating Yourself." It is do something as if it's the last time you're ever going to do it. And that was coined by the infamous, no, not so famous, but good friend of mine, Scott BB. So what happened with you this week?
I got hot sauce in my eye.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. You had challenged me to find a affiliate software, and they're all basically the same, and they're all basically pretty darn expensive, unless it's very labor intensive. Well, Chanel, our accounting and payroll specialist, she came up with these. She's making these amazing spreadsheets. I'm like, really, I'm just floored. She showed me the latest one where she's working with Rachel to keep track of all the clients and all the paid time off. And it's really cool. She's got all these connected sheets. She said, well, this one does this and this and this, but when you put it in here, it's automatically done here. And it just blew my mind. So I challenged her with, hey, so you think you could do something similar that would work for our affiliate program? So like
she was
Dave,
challenge accepted.
Oh yeah, she loves it. She's like, I think I can do that. You know, she gets a little twinkle in her eye and a grin on her face, and yeah, she loves that stuff. So that's, it's really cool to, you never know what your team members can do. No. Just ask them and challenge them.
And that's why every January, every single person on our team rewrites their own job role and responsibilities, because interests change over time. So you want to make sure to keep everybody on board, keep everything exciting, and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. Pretty cool.
We ready to move on?
Ready.
All right. Let's see what we got next. What's happening next week?
Next week is payroll.
Yeah.
So I got to get all that taken care of today with Chanel. That's on my priority list.
Yay.
Well, the team's excited.
I bet.
I'm excited to get paid. How about you?
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's paid. Next week, we're going to have a new website. Finally.
Yeah?
Yes.
Going through all the migration. We were told, don't touch anything. Don't make any changes to any page. Okay.
Nope.
Nothing.
Yep. Really cool. We are wrapping up our relationship with the original developer, and they've been fantastic. In the vision that they created for this thing was just amazing. So all of that work's coming to fruition. That's massive for us. I mean, this has been a long, long time. So that's so great. You really care about your employees. Oh, yeah. Heck
Huge.
Yeah, Shannon.
That's the most important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Vendors, anybody we work with, we care about. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be our internal team, external team, vendors.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. I think it's so important to really treat human beings with a ton of respect and whatever we can do to support. And the other thing that we're doing next week, I have a couple additional calls with new potential clients, which is fantastic. Lawrence, our account executive, is got a couple new leads going, so he's cranking out. So we really want to push into August, full bore, and really, really hard. And then Raina, our director of operations, is going to be taking over the Tuesday mornings company meetings. She's a lot better at managing time and detail than I am, because the last couple of meetings have gone a little bit long. And so we're bringing her in to kind of rectify that situation, get everything sorted and taken care of, but also save time. And while our meetings are pretty fun, a lot of people schedule meetings and stuff like that. And if I go long on my meeting, it throws their meetings off. So I don't want to do that. And then, one thing last week, or this week, I do want to say happy birthday to JC. Her birthday's today.
Oh, it is.
I do want to say
birthday.
happy birthday to Lawrence. His birthday was yesterday.
Oh.
And then happy birthday to Crystal. Her birthday was over the weekend. And I will I'll probably do another shout out. Not now, but at the end. So, but yeah, that's what's happening next week. Just more sales, getting the website up, follow-ups.
Yep.
Nurturing campaigns. We're going to do a webinar on Wednesday. We're going to do a webinar on how to hire a distant assistant. So that's going to be Wednesday at 2 p.m. So that's coming up. And that should be pretty good. It's going to be in this Live with Bottleneck live stream format, but it's going to be myself and Gordon McDougall, our executive vice president. We're going to be talking about different strategies and different ways, how to know when it's a right time, what you can do to prepare to hire, all of that kind of stuff. So this is for anybody out there right now that, and we're seeing a lot more of this. Companies are starting to feel the effects of the
inflation,
and yeah, but what do you call it? Recession. And so companies are kind of thinking forward a little bit and maybe downsizing a bit or seeing where they can invest and save over the course of the next several months. So hiring a remote distant assistant is a really good idea right now. And we're coming up with a 10% rule. We're going to share that. 10% of all organizations should be hiring 10% of their workforce remotely. And we can help guide them through that process. So we're going to talk a lot about that kind of stuff and should be interesting. So what do you have going on next week?
Payroll.
That's it. Just payroll. Well, then I guess we'll talk about the new part of our week in review.
Our new segment.
What is that? Go ahead, Miss Sara. It's time to quit repeating yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So,
hold on one second. We got a question from Shannon. She goes, how do you think the recession will affect VAs? Ooh, good question. You want to answer that? No? Okay.
I haven't even thought about that.
So I think this recession is actually going to benefit VAs. And the reason why is because it's a lower cost. It reduces the overall output of business leaders, agency owners. And what'll happen, what they'll find is there was even a study done by dojo.co, and I'm happy to go into that. I've gone into it several times before, but basically what happened is after they realized this and figured it all out, they realized that 10% of their organization could not only be more productive at home, but they actually thrived in their home environment. 10% of them, meaning 20 people, could stay 100% remote, and because it was 200 employees that worked at this place. And what they were able to end up doing is reduce the footprint, the size of their building that they had. So it reduced the overhead cost, take out all those desks, all those computers, all that kind of stuff. And they really saved a lot of money. So VAs will definitely be a really good answer to a lot of these cost saving efforts that many companies are looking for right now. So that was a really good question, Shannon. I think VAs, virtual assistants, and DAs, distant assistants, are really going to find some footing over the course of the next 6 months. So
yeah, much like they did during
COVID.
Yep.
That's where we really started getting busy.
Yep.
All right, so we'll get back into this. Quit repeating yourself.
All right, so in chapter 2, vision, you talk about if you were to take a picture of what your company looks like in the future, what would that picture look like? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh, anybody know what vision means?
I can see. I got my contacts in. I can see.
Yes.
Okay, the future.
Awesome. I would love to read the article. Where can we find it?
Oh, the dojo.
I will. Let me search for that file, or that I just had it yesterday. So let me find it and I'll get it to you. Actually, if you go to, you know what I'll do? I'll do it right now before I answer this question. Dojo.co, and then media, and then there it is. Here we go. I will share it with you. This was an article and an interview that I had called The Future of Work and the Workplace with Dan Goldstern, who is a co-founder of Dojo.co. And let me pop this. I don't know if I can do it
Right
here.
here.
No, that I don't. Will that work? Let's see if this works. This might work. Hopefully it does. Man, that'd be cool if that worked.
There you go.
I don't know if you can see that.
Can you see that, Shannon?
Hopefully you can see that. And there should be a link there, and that would be really cool if that works. Anyways, that's it. So your question, what did I mean by if I could take a picture
of a company, what would it look like in the future?
So the reason I started this chapter off with this question is because this is one of those big questions, the big 30,000 foot, like who the heck knows what the future holds? So she says, no, she can't see it, probably because that's in, it's probably in.
It's on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, it's probably on YouTube and Facebook, and she's on LinkedIn. And I don't know that I can
go directly to LinkedIn.
Yeah, I can't post it directly to LinkedIn. So let me do this. I will go ahead and put it here.
Banner?
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. That's the Future of Work article. So you can go to Bottleneck.Online / the Future of Work and the Workplace, Dan Goldstern, and there's a little hyphen in between each one. So it's on our website, the Bottleneck.Online, the Future of Work and the Workplace, Dan Goldstern. That was a really, really insightful conversation. And this is a while ago. So this guy's on it. So hopefully that helps. Can you send it in a message?
On LinkedIn?
Yeah. Oh, I probably can. Can't I? Oh, I like this kind of interaction here. Let me see. Messaging. Let's find. Let's see. Shannon. Oh, well, that was weird.
Yep. Something went wrong.
Oh, I'm in a group. That's why. Let me get out of here. Search all of LinkedIn. There we go.
There she is.
There she is, right there. So I will go ahead and send it. There's the link. You should have it. Okay, now I'll go back about
answer the question.
Let me see. You should have received it there on LinkedIn. So, okay. So, we don't really know. Okay, let me go back. I've seen 100% of business plans on paper succeed. Every single one of them succeeds.
Oh, yeah.
On paper.
On paper.
But when the rubber meets the road, there's a high percentage of those businesses that fail. I would argue that one of the main reasons this happens is there is no attainable vision. There is no vision. Good. I'm glad to hear that you got that, Shannon. Perfect. You're going to love that. And so without vision, it's really hard to be able to even delegate things or take an action, because why are you taking action? Where are you headed? Without vision, there's no fuel in the automobile, right? And so if you need to understand that. So what does your company look like in 5 years from now? Well, you need to sit down and think about this. And if you don't have an answer for it right now, that means you need to spend some time. That's okay. but you need to spend some time working on that and figure that out. Now, can it change? Absolutely. 100%. 100%. We used to think by now, Sarah and I, we were going to be out on a catamaran.
Yep. Sailing around the world.
Yep.
Things change.
And that's really where we saw ourselves in 2025 or 2020 or something like that. But we changed. Now we have some land and we have fun on tractors and stuff like that. But it's what we wanted to do. That's our personal vision. But with your company, where do you want that to go? And that way, when you align yourself with vendors, with team members, they all want to achieve that vision together. Now, you can go about it in different ways, right? The mission, and that's how you achieve it, how you achieve those objectives. But if you're charging the hill and everybody else doesn't agree with that vision or doesn't understand it, or they don't have good direction, they're going to go all over the place. And all of a sudden, you're going to end up at the top of the hill by yourself, surrounded by enemies, as opposed to everybody. Instead of having one person charging up that hill for the vision, why not have 10, 12, 20, 100 charging up that hill for the same vision? And then when you get to the top, you're surrounded by, instead of enemies, advocates, supporters. So that's why it's really important to figure that out. Pie in the sky, that's how you start out. Where do you see this company in 5 years? Oh, we want to be a $10 million company. Okay, great. $10 million company, work yourself backwards. What does that mean to be a $10 million company? What does it look like? Are you in the same place you are? Is it going to be in an office? Who is your team? What do they look like? How much are they making? What are the products and services you offer at that time? Right? So these are all things you need to think of so that you can work towards that. At least establish that foundation for the vision and then adjust from there.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
You also talked about, along with that, how it affects when you look at your vision. How is it going to affect other people? How does your vision, what does it do? How does it affect other people? Like for us, the most important thing is our team.
It should be. It should be. And you know what? It comes from being your true self, being authentic, and not BSing anybody, and doing what you say you're going to do. And if you fail, if anything happens in a company and you're leading it, you take responsibility for the failures. If anything wins, if there's successes along the way, the team needs to be rewarded for the successes. I see way too often leaders blaming people for messing up and then taking credit for, I created this amazing blah, or you know what, it was somebody from marketing that dropped the ball on this and didn't get the right. That just leads to toxic environments and piss poor performance. And so, yeah, team first. It always has to be team first. If you can circle the wagons, bring the Conestogas in, and get the team all set up and instill their confidence before you move out again, that's what you need to do. And you need to do it as often as possible. But I think that's key.
Yep, I do too. That's why we have the most amazing team ever in the entire world.
Anything else?
I think that wraps up for Quit Repeating Yourself.
Okay, so good. Let's go to shout out.
Shout out time.
It's Bottleneck. Shout out time, people.
I want to give a shout out. Of course, I always give a shout out to Chanel. Chanel, that's a given. You're just amazing. But Javelin. Really want to give a shout out to Javelin. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, the way you can do it too for what she did with you, but just the way that she sees the big picture and she is able to think outside the box, and she is so, I don't even know. She's so in touch with our customers and what their needs are and what's happening with them, that she knows how to talk to them, and intimately. You know what I mean by intimately, like a good friendship, and like, I know your business like your DA knows your business, and I hear you, and I just love that. I always go to her when I need some help with talking things through.
Yeah. And happy 2-year anniversary, Jocelyn.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Happy 2-year anniversary to you. Yeah, she was. Oh, Shannon said this was awesome. Oh, thank you. So yeah, I was gonna give a shout out to her. But I'd also like to send a shout out and prayers to everybody in the Philippines. They had a 7.3 on the Richter scale earthquake. We even saw, while we were in a couple meetings, the aftershocks and the rooms shaking and stuff like that. So I know that can be a scary time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were hurt, some pretty good, and just prayers, and hope everybody's okay over there. And yeah, and then quick shout out to Sherwin on our team, and RJ will go along with this. I guess I should do the whole development team, but just Sherwin, thanks, man, because he's been working really hard on this migration. The whole team has, it's hard to point one person out, but that's what I try to do. Sherwin has been with us for several years, and he's learned so much, and he's been such a good advocate for Bottleneck, and really cares. So thank you, Sherwin. Good job. Thank you, RJ. For being here for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. And then anyone else?
I mean, every week I could give a shout out, to each team member.
Yep.
But yeah, in particular, a lot of them I don't have a lot of contact with as often as you do, just because it's not what I work on. But I love seeing them in all the meetings and seeing their smiling faces, and seeing their different backgrounds, because you know what their interests are, or what they're like. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Cool. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Well, you want to take us home?
You betcha.
Okie dokie. Sarah's going to take us home.
Learn how you can break through the bottleneck in your business today. Check us out on Bottleneck.Online/BTV, where you can find this exciting episode and many others. And quitrepeatingyourself.com. Check out Jamie J's book. We're going to send one out to Shannon Epps. And behind her name is an MSW. What does MSW stand for? Do you know?
Master the Sky of Works.
Okay. I like that.
I have no idea.
I don't either. So I'm curious. I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah. And by the way, Shannon, if you can reply back with your address in the message on LinkedIn that we sent you, we will make sure to send you out a copy of Quit Repeating Yourself, signed copy of Quit Repeating Yourself. Thank you for your participation.
Yep. And this has been a week in review, a special edition of Live with Bottleneck. The grass is greener with Jaime and Sara, and I'm Sara, and that's Jamie.
I'm Jamie, and that's Sara.
Okay, and last week on Live with Bottleneck, Jamie had a conversation with Rom Lapointe, founder and CEO of Capricorn Leadership Consulting, and Your Bottom Line. Tell us a little bit about that.
So this was a really good conversation. If you missed it, please go check it out. Ram is really good about building internal teams, whether it's a company like Coca-Cola or it's a small little entrepreneurial, mom and pop shop. He's really good at, he's an engineer by trade. So he's really good at systems and processes and workflows. And he had some incredibly insightful things. And he, loves building teams. So people that are experiencing challenges and growth and stuff like that, he will kind of reimagine the way that everything is working and get everybody ticking along. So it's pretty cool conversation with him.
And next week, how to hire a virtual assistant with Jamie J and our executive vice president, Gord McDougall from lovely Vancouver, British Columbia. That'll be Wednesday, August 3rd at 2 p.m. Central and 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, join us for that one if you'd like. We'd love to have participation, so we're going to be sending out more information on that Monday and Tuesday, and want to get as many people on there as possible, start asking us questions. We want to be challenged. So throw your biggest, toughest, most difficult questions at us. That's what we want to do.
If you think you need help and you're ready to hire, or you're afraid to, or maybe you find out I'm not ready to hire, or you find out yes I'm ready to hire. Yeah,
or you've never hired remote before.
Yeah, all your questions to be answered by Jaime and Gordon.
Oh, it's going to be a barn burner. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Well,
it's Hockey Friday. Are you playing?
Create your own ripple, everybody.
Oh.
No, this is I'll start playing next week. I'm coming back next week.
Yeah, Jamie's jammed thumb turned out to be a dislocated thumb for 5 weeks.
Oh yeah, that's what happened last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I went to the doctor and I said, hey, my thumb is still hurts and it was swollen. And I said, can you do anything for jammed thumbs? And he looks at my thumb. He goes, your thumb is dislocated. And I was like, ouch. Oh.
Yeah, it'd been that way for over a month.
Yeah. Oh man. So it's still sore. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
My stubborn husband.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Create your own ripple. Focus, listen, kindness, implement, and be curious.
Yep. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy your own time, your downtime.
Yep.
Happy time. Do what you want. Do what you love. That's what we're going to do.
And do something nice for somebody.
Always.
Yeah. Bye for now.